All right, I wanted to make another video. This time I'm going to be covering the footprint chart and the delta profile. The delta profile is over here with these four separate profiles. And I have this large area here that's in the light green as the line in the sand that longs need to hold. And that's all based off of the buying and selling that's occurred over a specific time frame in this market. This is crude oil, so they need to hold this area. Though we break down below this area, and really, I mean, if we break down through 4704, they could really rock and roll to the downside. But the first area that they need to hold is this green area, because this is where there is a lot of long positions that have been established. Up here, this is the line in the sand for shorts. This red line right here. The shorts need to hold price below this level in order to continue to get prices to move lower. So we've got the short line in the sand up here, and we've got this area right in here that the longs need to hold in order to continue to get this thing to move up. A couple of things, and I'll go over these delta profiles at a later time. If you notice, each one is a different time frame. So this one right here, I use this if I'm looking to just do a very short-term trade, maybe looking for 6, 7, 8 ticks. These two here, I'm looking more intermediate term, and this is the longer term. And here's another thing that is good information for you. You can see in this area where there's a green, you can see right here, it's kind of small print. It says HVN. That's called a high volume node. That means there's a ton of long positions that were established in that specific area. So, within the confines of this green zone, 4710 is the key. We take that out, you're going to have a lot of longs that are just going to dump. And, it's kind of interesting. And somebody told me this one time, and it really stuck with me because it made a lot of sense. And that is, once you're long, what do you become? Once you are an established long and you purchased whatever particular commodity that it is that you're purchasing, what do you become? You become a seller. So through a period of time, the more longs that are in a market, the more sellers there are. And this clicked right away for me. It doesn't click with a lot of people right away, so I want you to think about it. I mean, the flip side of that is once you're short, you become what? A buyer. I mean, you have to buy that position back in order to cover that short, correct? So this is the reason that the delta profile works so well, is because as you see these positions that are being graphically displayed over here on the right, you can get an idea of exactly where people will cover and where people will sell. People will buy, people will sell. So all these people who got long in this area where all this green is here, they are all sellers right now. They were buyers, but they're not now. They are all sellers now. So when they all run to the exit, once they get outside of this safe zone of the green, they're going to head for the exit quickly. And when they head for the exit, they sell with both hands. And that's why this area is key, because there's a boatload of traders, whether it be short-term traders, scalpers, long-term traders, intermediate-term traders, it's irrelevant. The point is this area is the line in the sand where you can look for a capitulation to occur on one side or the other. They can either defend this position or they can fail to defend that position. And the higher you go, with more long positions, the more fuel that is created in order to make a market go down. So I want you to just kind of think about that for a little bit. It's an important factor that you need to consider if you're going to trade, because it makes a lot of sense and it gives you an indication as to what to expect either on the upside or on the downside based upon how much fuel has been built up in the market on one side or the other. Now, I'll go into these footprint charts in more detail through different videos. I really just wanted to touch base real quick and show you the profiles and the footprint chart. This is a footprint chart over here. It shows all the total delta that occurs. I have specific thresholds here that are highlighted in green and red that give you an idea where the bulls and the bears were really fighting it out. And I'll go over that too. But there's a lot of information here. What these footprint charts allow you to do is take a bar chart and look inside that bar and see exactly what transpired inside that bar. So it's taking a micro look inside the market, and you can get an idea of who's in control. Are they strongly in control or are they weakly in control? And in the event that they lose that control, what should we expect on one side or the other? But I'll cover this later, and I just wanted to give you a little taste of what the footprint chart is all about. I use this quite a bit. And also, I'll make some videos on my proprietary order flow model. That's another thing that I use is order flow. It's pretty cool. The order flow model is pretty cool, and it's very easy to learn. But it is proprietary. I would never divulge what's in it. But I just wanted to give you guys a taste of what these footprint charts are, how they work, how valuable they are. And if you're not trading with footprint charts, you're doing yourself a disservice, because it allows you to see exactly what's going on right now, who's positioned where, how strong, how weak, so on and so forth. So until we speak again, you guys rock and roll. Have a good trading session, and I'll talk to you guys soon.